Call Halayim La, Yahawah, by Hashem, Yahawashi, by Hashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the elder apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, GMS. Peace and blessing to the Akim and a few Akwath across the four winds. This is your brother Bathamayim from Great Millstone, Houston, coming to you with a quick lesson. Now, I seen this video from Weon. I got the notification last night, but it reads, North Korea missile could hit U.S. in 33 minutes, says study, find gaps in U.S. missile defense. So that just goes to show you that Babylon the Great, which is the U.S., will be destroyed by thermonuclear fire. And it's not only going to come from North Korea. Russia's going to shoot missiles. Iran is going to shoot missiles. China's going to shoot missiles. And even some of its allies. Even Mexico is going to shoot missiles because Mexico is finna join the BRICS if they hadn't already done it. But I had a few precepts to bring out. Lord willing, this lesson is edifying. The first precept I have is Isaiah 54:16. Behold, I have created the smith that bloweth the coals in the fire, and that bringeth forth an instrument for his work. And I have created the waster to destroy. Now, when you go into the smith, it's the modern day, I'll say, scientists who created these missiles. Because in the ancient days, you had the blacksmith who would create, weaponry, whether it's a sword or, whatever. And the instruments that are created to destroy will be these ICBMs, because they are going to destroy America. When they detonate, things are going to be wiped out. And I'll go into another precept that, it's going to be from fervent heat. Like, it's going to melt the elements, and virtually everything is made up of elements. As a matter of fact, let me get that. Second Peter chapter 3, verse 10. But the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night, in the which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. The earth also and the works that therein shall be burned up. So that fervent heat is going to pretty much disintegrate everything that's around, and virtually everything is made up of elements, even you. So Lord willing, you'll be part of the hopeful elect, which will be the 1/3 or 12,000 from each of the 12,000 from each of the 12 tribes of Israel. Lord willing, we are part of that number. And the great noise goes into when the ICBMs will detonate. And once they hit ground zero, like, it's going to be it's going to be great destruction. That's what I should say. That's what I was going to say. It's going to be great destruction, and it's going to be very loud when they detonate. Next precept, 2nd Esdras chapter 16, verse 13. For strong is his right hand that bendeth the bow. His arrows that he shooteth are sharp and shall not miss when they begin to be shot into the ends of the earth. Now, we know that a regular bow and arrow can't reach from one end of the earth to the other. So it's definitely talking about those ICBMs, which are called arrows or bows. And once they are shot off, you can't call them back. When you shooting a bow and arrow, once you let go, you can't stop in mid. I guess it's scientifically they call it, I believe it's thrust or the force. So once they are shot off, you can't stop that midway. Once that arrow is shot off, it's definitely going to reach its target of where it's intended to, and they shall not miss. So America won't be missed. You even have Russia, if I'm not mistaken, have submarines that also are equipped with nuclear weapons. So America can't avoid judgment. And then another precept I want to go into that lines up with the portion in the title that says find gaps in the U.S. missile defense Joel chapter 2 verse 9. They shall run to and fro in the city. They shall run upon the wall. They shall climb up upon the houses. They shall enter in at the windows like a thief. Now that city, which is referencing to Babylon the Great. This will be that great city. The walls is our nuclear defense system. I don't want to say our, but I'll say Babylon the Great's nuclear defense system, because this is our captivity. So definitely not ours. And they shall enter in at the windows like a thief. So when they are shot off, these ICBMs, they're going to come back in and enter into and through the ozone layers, these different ozone layers. And when they reach ground zero, it's going to cause a lot of destruction. People will be melted away, like I read from that fervent heat in 2 Peter chapter 3 verse 10. And then the last precept I had was Isaiah chapter 24 and 20. The earth shall reel to and fro like a drunkard, and shall be removed like a cottage, and the transgression thereof shall be heavy upon it, and it shall fall and not rise again. So the ICBMs, once they start detonating and exploding everywhere, the earth is going to reel to and fro like a drunkard. I know some people have either been drunk or seen drunk people, and they're just staggering everywhere. So imagine how deadly and devastating that'll be for earth to reel to and fro. Like, that's going to cause massive earthquakes, tsunamis, and all kind of destruction in conjunction with the thermonuclear heat. But that's all I have for this lesson. Lord willing, it was edifying. Call Halayim La, Yahawah, Ba'ashem, Yahawashi, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash, Wa Abba Babal, and Shalom.